where men go as one. Conrad wishes to thank you for all you have done in such a short time. Owing to the efforts of you all, we have accomplished a great deal in a short time. The Resistance thanks you for your service, Scions. I see operations here have been proceeding apace in my absence. Oh, we got, God, I'm so bad with names. Ardbert. I think I get him and Ilberd, like not the people, but the names mixed up because of that burr in there, I guess. welcome, welcome back, brother dearest. I take it your efforts to gather new recruits were successful. Indeed, there were several amongst the Scions' ranks that were quite eager to take part in our joint endeavor with the Resistance, whom I came to present. So this is when, oh, Ehrenwald. Oh my God! See, I mean, this is Ardbert is the warrior of darkness or whatever. Ehrenwald. Man, see, I can't keep a name to save my life. But this is when Ehrenwald goes from being, like, quite literally a background character in the Scions to, playing any kind of part whatsoever. Commander Kemp, if I may. My name is Ehrenwald Lentinus. Lentinus. A half-breed, as you can doubtless tell. I'm here to fight for a free Alamigo, for an Alamigo where women like my mother are never made to suffer. I pray you grant me this honor. You are a true-born son of Girabanya, same as me. This is not my honor to grant, but yours to freely take. Welcome, brother. With our swelling ranks and the aid of the Eorzean Alliance and the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, I believe we will soon be in a position to seize the initiative. Once our new recruits have received sufficient training, I will propose to General Aldin that we draw up plans for an assault on Castrum Veladina. Then, in the meantime, we will make what preparations we can. More cutscene. Meanwhile, in the royal palace of Alamigo. It's quite the choir. We don't typically get music like that. Always bored.
Alliance forces have occupied Castrum Orients and taken up positions along the length of the wall. Our patrols have engaged their reconnaissance parties on site, but there have been no significant exchanges. Save one. A unit tasked with field testing prototype Magitech weapons was attacked. The weapons were destroyed, with the unit sustaining near-total casualties.
Near total? Go on.
My lord, there was but a single survivor from the unit in question, which falls under my command. According to his report, they were ambushed by a contingent of Eorzean Alliance regulars, abetted by resistance insurgents.
A simple ambush and only one survivor. A fine day's work. The stubbornness to survive is not without worth. He may live. However, the 12th is no place for the weak.
He shall be relegated at once, my lord. As you say, the 12th is no place for cowards who count their lives more precious than the cause.
Indeed, indeed. We have no need of cowards.
My lord,
Cowards, who defer critical missions to their subordinates, who hide within their castra, never meeting their prey in battle, never staring into the whites of their eyes. Why, when confronted with a heretofore unknown icon, did we surrender the wall to the Alliance? Because my honored father, in his infinite wisdom, has not seen fit to grant us leave to march on their lands. Accordingly, we have extended an invitation to our neighbors. Gir Abania is where we shall host them. The field upon which we shall enjoy the sport of kings. Patience is paramount. Cornered animals may have spirit, but they are ultimately predictable and very poor sport. But if one dangles the promise of freedom before them while nipping at their heels to stoke their passion, then things become interesting. It is a delicate dance, one which asks much of my house. And so I put the question to you, my fellow huntsman. How shall we deal with these savages?
None of them will speak up, but Cordola will.
My lord, I have a proposal.
Silence, Alamegan! You do forget yourself! Only by the grace of Lord Van Baelsar were you afforded a place here, and that in name alone. We have no need of your proposals, savage.
This savage yearns to hunt her own. The floor is yours, Commander.
Thank you, my lord.
I wonder if... I mean, figuring she's a local, she probably knows about Ralger's Reach. But then why it's never been brought up before, I don't know. But I mean, maybe she doesn't know. I feared it would take longer to rouse the people to action after the disaster at the wall, but it seems our countrymen are not so easily discouraged. Change is on the horizon, my friends. We won't have much time to train the new recruits, but we'll make the most of it. The Resistance will need every able-bodied man and woman in the field if we're going to take Villadina. It's all happening so fast. Isn't it exciting? Yeah, war is super exciting. Minago did well to spread word of our victory in East End. Hardly a day goes by without some would-be recruit arriving, inspired by the tale. Ehrenwald is not much older than I am. You can't tell by looking. We would often chat about this and that whenever I paid a visit to the Waking Sands. I knew he had strong feelings about Al Amigo and the occupation, but mayhap I underestimated his passion. For a long time I struggled to make sense of that day at the Waking Sands, why I survived when Abba and Auli didn't. Not anymore. I remember them. Long ago did I resolve never again to take up sword or spear, at first for sport and then entirely. But a chance encounter with young Ehrenwald served to remind me that not all battles are as empty as those fought under the blood sands. Alphino asked for volunteers, so here I am. First Ishgard, now Al Amigo, huh? No rest for the righteous. Right then, I've got duties to attend to. Mayhap we could assist you with said duties? We are here to help, after all. The three of you have been busy, so I will understand if you require time to rest. If not, however, it would seem sensible to assist our allies with their preparations. We'd be grateful for any and all help you can offer. If you ask around, I guarantee you won't want for help. Or you won't want for work. Wow. I actually got a little confused there. I was like, oh my god, did I talk to Minago before continuing with this quest? And then quickly realized, oh wait a minute, Minago was the quest NPC. God. Future rust, future dust. Bevis is certain he has seen you somewhere before. I beg your pardon. The woman who bested Gaius van Belsar wishes to offer me her assistance? I say this is highly irregular, though I have heard it said you had a penchant for aiding the common man, in which case... Before the occupation I was a humble historian. While my duties leave me scarce time for aught else, I think it important that these momentous events be recorded for the benefit of future generations. Primary sources are indispensable, and I had a mind to question a number of my fellow freedom fighters, ask them their motivations for taking up this cause and so forth. You may take down their statements in this log, and, Lavenza, thank you for your service, now and ever after. This, I would argue, is probably not the best use of the Warrior of Light's time. I mean, it's important, but it's like, you know, jotting down, you know, just like, I don't know, like just, yeah, jotting down people's answers to questions or whatever is... Okay, this is a lot further out than I thought it was. I should have opened up the map to see how far it was. Oh, that's the monk. Monk trainer. Why'd I join the Resistance? Well, if you must know, it was to avenge a friend the Imperials butchered before my very eyes back in Alamigo. We owned a stall in the markets, and a passing soldier snatched up a piece of fruit. He spoke out before I could stop him, only to get a foam of steel in the gut for his troubles. I found my way here, and that was that. Jeez. Yeah, from what I recall, like, Stormblood is really kind of all about highlighting the atrocities of man. You know, like all of the shitty things, you know, we've done to each other. Okay, I'll just go clockwise then. I was just a cook before all this. Simple fare, really. Had a chance to lend a hand and help feed some refugees one day. I took a liking to the fighters. They believed, you know? And there's always a need for cooks, or at least people who can work with whatever the foraging parties turn up. Oh, she's got another quest as well. Okay. No doubt I'll be probably foraging for some things. And or hunting. Oh, there's another one. Okay. I guess I gotta do all those. I am told you've been busy, as have we, lest you wonder. None here shall perish for want of proper treatment. Been to the peaks and back, have you? Glad to see you're in good health. Why? Why indeed? To save lives, perhaps, or to make amends for the ones I couldn't. My father and my brothers were worked to death while building a castrum. What did it matter to the Garleans, huh? More where that came from. After that, I couldn't keep it. I couldn't keep on doing nothing. I mean, I think it is good to actually get, like, first-hand accounts of reasons as to why, you know, people decided to put their lives on the line. I think it's, you know, certainly an interesting read for people that are far removed from it. Aren't you the Icon Slayer? Damned if I know why you'd bother asking someone like me why I joined the Resistance. But it's simple. If I wasn't fighting for Alamigo, I'd be fighting for the Empire. You're either with them or not. And if you're with them, you may as well make the most of it. Food, training, citizenship if you live long enough. You'll die stealing someone else's land like as not, but that's the choice. But me, I'd rather die here. Well then. Yeah, that's got to be a tough choice. I mean, you know, if your opponent is actually, you know, presuming honesty within the offer of like a better life and all of that, I can imagine a lot of people would take up that offer, you know, versus at least, you know, seemingly guaranteed death or at least misery. Well met, Lavenza. Have you spoken with the freedom fighters as I asked? Well-worn log. Page after page of the log is filled with a flowing script. Doubtless Bevis has had much practice honing his handwriting. And ours is probably just chicken scratch. As fascinating as they are varied, you have a knack for convincing others to bare their hearts to you. I could not have done better myself. Many years from now, when these tempestuous times pass in the memory, their accounts will serve as a window into the struggle. We must never forget, my friend. Never. That's what I was saying. So we have, yeah, just the two. A dash of green. Alyssa. Yeah, it would just be Alyssa. It looks like it should be something else, but I can't figure out another way of pronouncing that. Alyssa considers the cook pot with a frown. You want to help, do you? Seeing as how I'm in no position to leave the stew pot unattended, could you go and ask Tebe for a variety of herbs? 6 sprigs or so of whatever he's got on hand should suffice. It's not as haphazard as it may seem. Depending on the recipe, it doesn't really matter what sort you add, so long as you add something. I'll be here when you get back. Oh, back over here. Herbs, is it? 6 sprigs of whatever's on hand? Afraid I can't spare that much. You'll take 2 and be glad of it. The remainder you'll have to gather yourself. Shouldn't be too much of a bother, though. You'd be surprised what you can find growing underfoot, even in the Reach. And now I go picking flowers. Or herbs, if you will. Herbs. Fragrant herbs. Okay. I was concerned that the one up where the cursor is or whatever was further up by the dungeon. I was like, oh, am I going the wrong way? Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah, I saw it. I saw it. And they really wanted you to explore every inch of the Reach. And now back around. I suppose I could actually swim across, which you normally I don't think would be able to do right now. Or maybe you would, you just can't dive. I think that's what it is. Ah, there you are. Got those herbs I asked for? Reach greens. Precisely what type of herb this is remains unclear. But the important thing is that it is green and fragrant. Thanks, that'll do nicely. And sorry to impose upon you, miss. Thought you were another new recruit. Didn't realize until after that you were, But to answer the question that's probably on your mind, yes. It's always like this. Never enough food or supplies to go around. All the more reason to be grateful when our countrymen can spare some for the cause. Though that comes at a cost too. Too many villages, too many children more deserving than us. But a man can't fight on an empty stomach, can he? So we partake as we must, and we never lose sight of the dream. Thank you all for watching this video. This stream has been a lot of fun. We finished up with the first section of Garabanya, and we just got into Kugane. So I'm really looking forward to getting into seeing more of Doma and the storyline there. It's been so long since I've done it, but I remember it being really good. So looking forward to that. And if you are looking forward to seeing more of these videos, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to see it live, see me live, it or me, or both, and or, the link to my Twitch is in the description down below. Thank you again for watching, and have a good one.